Israel is now bombing Iran, and Donald Trump is backing it completely. The loudest critics are not Democrats, but people inside his own political camp.
No, we have to make decisions that put America first.
Let's rewind a bit. Last week, Israel launched strikes across Iran, killing commanders and wrecking critical infrastructure, claiming it wanted to stop Tehran's nuclear program.
Israel launched Operation Rising Lion.
Iran hit back with missiles. Now there are casualties and destruction on both sides. Over 100 civilians have been killed in Iran and dozens in across Israel. And this escalation comes while Israel's war on Gaza continues, with over 54,000 Palestinians killed and more than half of Gaza under occupation. Israel's war with Iran looks like self-defense and more like regional arson. But let's talk about the Israel's staunch supporter, the United States. When the first missile hit Iran last Friday, the first US statement came from Marco Rubio. He said that US was not involved. But hours later, Trump reversed the tone, boasting that America stands shoulder to shoulder with Israel. And later, he not only hinted at joining the fight, but threatened Iran's supreme leader. That flip-flops has shaken Trump's own base. Steve Bannon, the man who helped get Trump elected in 2016, called this move madness. He reminded Trump that the promise was America first and not Israel first.
No, we have to make decisions that put America. This has to be thought through. This Pearl Harbor type attack on the mullahs is fine for Israel.
Tucker Carlson, who still has a massive following on the right, tore into Ted Cruz for wanting a war with country he couldn't even name the population of.
How many people live in Iran, by the way?
I don't know the population.
At all?
No, I don't know the population.
You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
And Candace Owens is warning Trump that he is dividing his base and betraying the very people who got him elected.
What does he think? We're stupid? And the people online that are trying to pretend that we are the ones betraying Trump for holding him accountable to his promises that he made to us when we voted for him, when we encouraged other people to vote for him.
And it's not just the commentators. Polls show that more than half of Trump's 2024 voters don't want US to get dragged into this war with Iran.
It's their war. It's not our war. And I hope it doesn't become our war.
So if Trump is concerned about business, which he seems to be, then he's playing with fire.
The United States should completely stay out of it because right now Israel is just committing genocide on the Palestinian people.
The hashtag No War with Iran has been trending for days. Protests have broken out across the country, outside White House, on college campuses, even in the small towns. So what's really going on? Reporting suggests Israel spent months planning the strikes. Benjamin Netanyahu even pitched a February PowerPoint in the Oval Office to sell Trump on hitting Iran. US intelligence chiefs disagreed and privately told Jerusalem that America would not take part. Yet Israel went ahead anyway. The more America gets involved, the more likely it is that US troops end up in another endless war.
At least 5 U.S. troops killed in Iraq this morning, and CBS
drone strike killed 3 American service members in Jordan. The attack happened near the Syrian border.
US economy is hit.
Finds a massive waste of U.S. dollars spent during the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan.
We cannot afford this war. This war is ruining our economy.
Just as the 2026 midterm campaign kicks off, Trump won the White House office on the promise of no more pointless wars.
They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars.
Under Trump, we will have no more wars, no more disruptions, and we will have prosperity and peace for all.
He claimed Ukraine and Russia won't be fighting if he was in office.
Russia would have never gone into Ukraine if I were president.
He took credit for brokering a Gaza ceasefire. He even made deals with the Houthis and Hamas without involving Israel.
Taking the word of the Houthis, but they didn't want any more, and I understand that.
Trump has now abandoned that pledge to rescue an increasingly isolated Israel at the risk of losing the blue-collar swing voters who propelled him back to the White House and ignite fury on America's street. Trump's choice has now made Israel's war America's too.